Hello everyone, welcome to Aspire High channel, an education content channel primarily intended for management studies. We have been discussing this human resource management subject in our channel, and in the previous video we discussed the important questions and answers from unit 4. Now we discuss important questions and answers in this particular video session relating to unit 5, job analysis, design and evaluation. Earlier, we have detailed discussion of the previous semester exam papers, and based on that, we have come out with certain important questions for the coming term and examination December 2024 that we have done block wise. So now in unit 5, job analysis, design and evaluation, based on the discussion, the important questions are the topics from which the questions could be expected for the coming term and examination December 2024 are three. That is concept of job analysis, methods of job analysis, job description and job specification. Generally, job analysis we can expect a 20 marks question. Definitely a reference will be there to methods of job analysis. At least two methods we are expected to write. Job description and job specification are normally expected as 5 marks questions. So anyhow, the discussion is based on the topics as it was done for unit 4. Now we will start the discussion on unit 5 important questions. So what is job analysis? We are all familiar with the word job. We very frequently use the word job. So I am working in an organization and my job is this, like this. So or I got a job with so and so company, like that we say. So the question here is, what is the actual technical term the job represents, and what then the job analysis is? Job analysis, before going into the actual definition, we shall have first have some idea about or the concept of the job analysis before we actually take up the definition. That is, it is a systematic process for gathering, documenting and analyzing data about the work required for a job. Earlier also I have been telling in similar terms for earlier topics, whenever a 20 marks question is asked on job analysis and also asking us to write some two methods of job analysis, first a brief introduction and also along with starting with the definition is always most appropriate way of answering it. So then only we can get good marks. For comfort or for understanding purpose, better understanding purpose, I am not starting with the definition. First I am starting with the conceptual understanding of what a job analysis is. It is a systematic process for gathering, documenting and analyzing data about the work required for a job. You have to understand the words work and job. It is a fundamental process that forms the basis of all human resource activities. That means whatever that follow subsequently, that is recruitment, selection, training, placement, evaluation, performance appraisal, all those things that we take up in an organizational setting, for all these things the fundamental thing is job analysis. So it is a very crucial as far as the HRM concept is concerned. The data collected includes a description of the context and principal duties of the job, information about the skills and responsibilities. What is the data that is required in the job analysis when we want to define a job? That is, what is required is there we should be in a position to describe the job, the main duties of the job holder, the information about the skills, knowledge, skills, whatever it may be, and the responsibilities that are cast on the person occupying that job. Another important point we would like to highlight here is to understand the job analysis. Job analysis provides an objective picture of the job, not the person performing the job. It is not about the individual. It is not at all about the individual. It is about the objective picture of the job. So that difference we have to understand. And the unit of study in job analysis, it could be a position or a job. So these two words are also somewhat critical. So what is meant by position? What is meant by a job? A position is a specific role occupied by an individual within an organization. Say, marketing manager at TCS in its Mumbai office, where a job is simply a general category of work with similar duties across different organizations. Say, marketing manager. For all practical purposes, let us not talk of position, let us talk of job only. So, job means marketing manager is a job, salesman is a job, clerk in a bank is a job, cashier in a bank is a job. Like that we can understand. Or a ticket booking clerk at a railway counter is a job. If in this way we can have a good number of examples and we can understand what a job is. A position is the most basic structural entity in the organization representing the collection of duties assigned to a single person. So it is a fundamental thing. Of course, when we say very position means we are defining so minutely that at a particular company, particular office like that. Whereas when we go a step further, a job means only a general category of work with similar duties across different organizations. So commonality, marketing manager, like that. So in this way, I think we had some clarity now that job means when we are talking of job analysis, we are not referring to the person performing the job. We are referring to the job itself. That is, it provides an objective picture of the job. And in this study, we wanted to know what that particular job actually relates to and what is expected from that a person who is actually performing that job. We will see in more detail now. From the examination point of view, this definition is very, very important. This was stressed upon earlier also. For getting good marks, it is always better to write the name of the scholar who has given that definition. It is a Henderson definition given in 1979, because some of the examinees may not be writing like that. So whoever writes like that, there will be an impression and you are going to get higher grades. Job is defined as work consisting of responsibilities and duties that are sufficiently alike to justify being covered by a single job analysis. I am repeating, job is defined as work consisting of responsibilities and duties that are sufficiently alike to justify being covered by a single job analysis. So in this case, what it means that a particular job, when we talk of, it will have common levels of responsibilities and duties. That means they are sufficiently alike so that a single job analysis takes care of them. So that we are going to see now how it is actually. We will try to understand in a much better way. So then what are the objectives of job analysis? Sometimes the question may be, what is job analysis? What are the objectives of job analysis? Give two methods of job analysis in detail, like that. So that's why I am specifically referring to objectives of job analysis. It may be a little repetition sometimes, but there should be some clarity in the examination. You should write point wise. The objectives of job analysis are for formation of work groups or teams. For example, when we are saying that this is a clerk job in a particular company, this is a clerk job. So there are some 6 people working in 6 departments in that particular job, that is clerk job. They can be formed as a team or a group. You cannot form a group or a team with different persons in different jobs. It depends on the situation, but when we wanted to form a team or a group based on work, definitely what is required is they should be similarly be placed. That is why in the definition said, it is said sufficiently alike to justify being covered by a single job analysis. So a clerk in a particular department, another clerk in a particular department. This department may be sales department, that department may be accounts department, but the persons, the jobs are clerical jobs only. Clerk, that is a job. In this way we have to understand. Then the question of salary structure. Salary structure also, because this is also a clerk job, though working in sales department, that is also a clerk job in accounts department. The salary structure should be similar or same. Next comes the recruitment plan. When we go for recruitment, there should be commonality of recruitment, and the selection methodology also should be more or less same, or in exceptional cases there could be some differences. Okay, in this way we have to understand what the job analysis is, what a job is, and what are the objectives of this job analysis. Then a question arises, in what way this job analysis is important. Initial days of scientific management that we discussed in our starting videos, Taylor's scientific management, then there was a lot of emphasis on specification of duties, clear demarcation of step-by-step work process. Then the job analysis has a lot of importance, and in fact this job analysis has its origin in scientific management. After some period of time, say World War II, the importance of scientific management has come down, and we discussed also that is a emphasis on human relations approach like that. But subsequently what has happened is, unless this job analysis is given importance and is done systematically, there will be some problems are found. Those problems are going to escalate over a period of time. That's why once again importance to the job analysis has come. So that importance of job analysis could be found in two counts. One is unfair discrimination, second is the comparable worth. From the examination point of view also, please remember these two. One is unfair discrimination, second is comparable worth. Unfair discrimination means, when we are saying this is a job this is a job like that, a particular job, once again I am talking of say another job I will take, say like cashier job. So cashier job means whether a particular cashier is working in a particular company in one particular section or in another section, the job is one and the same. So naturally the standards for recruitment cannot be arbitrary, because that means if they are arbitrary, so to take one person in a particular section in one way and to take another person in another department in another way, that amounts to unfair discrimination. That may lead to excluding a set of individuals, or a particular individual or a group of individuals from the process of selection. That is unfair. For that purpose, there should be a clarity of what a job is. That means there should be a proper job analysis and grouping of jobs. I mean, grouping of jobs is going to happen. That is, the definition says sufficiently alike to justify being covered by a single job analysis. So works are properly defined. Second is comparable worth. Comparable worth means, when we talk of unfair discrimination, we are talking of taking people inside. Comparable worth means payment of salary. When we payment of salary, different equal pay, equal work, like that. Different jobs, but the work that is performed is comparable in terms of this knowledge, skills, abilities, all these whatever we talk of KSA concepts, the responsibilities, when they are one and the same, but jobs are different, there should not be undue variation in the salaries paid. So in this way, a lot of importance has once again come to the fore in respect of this job analysis. One is unfair discrimination and second is comparable worth. Unfair discrimination relates to recruitment and selection. Comparable worth relates to payment of salary and other allowances. Okay. In this way, we can have a much better understanding of the job analysis. Now we shall discuss about methods of job analysis. Two methods of job analysis are actually required from the examination point of view also. The first one is critical incidents method. Before actually taking up these methods, I would like to just mention that in the course material, there was a reference to two things, that is interviews and questionnaire. They are actually techniques, they are not methods. As far as the methods of job analysis are concerned, only some reference was made, but not the descriptive paragraphs on those methods. I haven't found them. Therefore, I tried to make a detailed presentation of the methods so that these points will be useful for the students. If they note down these points, they will be very much useful in writing a crisp answer in the examination. And also noting down all these points presented in the slides will be of help for last minute revision day before exam. Okay, next now start with these two methods. The first one is critical incidents method. It is a technique used in job analysis to identify key situations or events that are crucial for job performance. So that means a particular job is there. Normally things will be moving in a regular routine course as per the job chart. Everything appears to be very simple and everybody can do the it can be felt that everybody can do the job equally well. Good, that is also expected also, but what actually happens is certain events, certain incidents will throw up the actual requirement of the job. It could be a positive event or it could be a negative event. Then what we say is the person, if it is a positive event, we say that we appreciate the person sitting in that particular job. Similarly, if it is a negative event, we find fault. So what are those incidents? That is important. Those incidents are more important while analyzing a job. That means saying that this particular job is of this much standard, this much salary could be paid, like that. So all those things, as we just now said, the job analysis helps or is fundamental to subsequent processes of the HR activities like the recruitment, selection, training, all those things. Then in such a case, normal expectations will not give a proper picture of the job analysis. This critical incidents method says that the critical events, either exceptionally good situation or a poor situation, will throw light. For example, a customer service executive or a customer care executive receives a call saying that the company's billing is a wrong billing is received, and customer became very serious over the phone itself. And that means in the phone call he is very much furious, and he talks badly about the company. Then the way the customer care executive responds saying that we are very sorry for the inconvenience caused to you, we regret for the same, and we are here ready to resolve the issue in a short span of time. We will take up your issue. We will definitely escalate the matter to the concerned department. Like that, if the response is there, automatically the customer will feel happy. Even if there is some delay in the refund in the wrongly billed amount, he won't feel much. So the way that is handled, that is a critical incident. Normal phone calls, normal responses, they are not that much important in assessing the requirement of a job or assessing the job itself. That means doing the job analysis. In this way, certain specific events are to be taken and documented. At the beginning itself, we said they are to be documented. So this method involves collecting detailed observations of such incidents. How to do that? One is interview, another is survey. Survey means questionnaires or observations. So that is why just now I said the whatever that is there is specifically mentioned as two techniques, that is interview technique and questionnaire technique. They are simply techniques. Don't think that they are methods of job analysis. Don't write like that in the examination. That is very clear now. The information helps in creating accurate job description, job specification, which we are going to discuss in the next topics. Thus, this is about the critical incidents method, an important one. Another important method is functional job analysis. It is a somewhat advanced. It is a systematic approach to identifying and describing the essential tasks, duties, responsibilities, and interactions associated with a particular job role. That means a more detailed way of analysis. The critical incident method is only related to specific things. I mean, in the identifying the critical incidents, both positive or negative. But in this functional job analysis, unlike the traditional job analysis method, this focuses on what the job entails in terms of functions and behaviors. That means a very elaborate analysis is going to take place. So how it is going to take place? It examines several components, say things, physical objects and tools involved in the job, data, information, facts, figures, people, interactions and communications with others. Like that, some more are there, we'll see in the next slide. Worker instructions, guidance or directives given to the worker, reasoning, cognitive skills and decision making abilities, mathematical requirement, numerical and quantitative skills, language, ability to read, write and communicate effectively. It could be English or Hindi or Telugu or whatever it may be, or Tamil, like that. So in this way, functional job analysis speaks of certain specific detailed workings. In the and the job analysis, definitely such a job analysis is definitely going to help us in defining the job clearly, which will lead to subsequent works like job description, like that. These two methods are to be written very clearly in the examination. If at all a question is there from unit 5, it is most likely methods of job analysis, 20 marks question. So then our preparation should be very clear, and once again I am repeating, don't write that there are two methods of job analysis, interview and second one is questionnaire. They are the tools used for this job analysis, not the methods. Next important topic, job description. This is very simple. 5 marks question normally asked. Based on the job analysis so far discussed, a job description will follow. After understanding this job and after having job analysis in a thorough way, adopting an appropriate method, adopting an appropriate tool or a technique like questionnaire or interview, a job description is going to happen. It outlines the duties, responsibilities and the scope of a particular job role. How it is done? So what it carries? First one is, I am just limiting it to 5 features from the exam for taking into consideration of the examination requirement. First one is job title and summary. It clearly states the job title and provides a brief overview of the main responsibilities and objectives of that particular position or job. So simply job title, booking clerk or a sales manager or a marketing executive. That means the title and a brief summary. Duties and responsibilities. Duties and responsibilities means once a new person is recruited, first he will ask, what are my duties, sir? What are my duties, madam, or what are my responsibilities? Like that he is going to ask. There should be a proper job chart that is going to be there. For that purpose, the duties and responsibilities are to be properly be defined. Reporting relationship. Who has to report to whom? The new recruitee, if a salesman is recruited, the salesman is to report to whom? Or a sales manager is recruited, the sales manager is to report to whom? And also how many people and who are going to report to the sales manager? All these are going to be covered under job description. Next comes the work environment. Work environment is also important because it clearly defines the physical demands, like something like uniform, dress code, etc. and also working hours. All those things are going to be covered in that. Performance standards. Performance standards are very much important. They are nowadays, there are two ways. One is, terminology is key performance indicators. In certain organizations, or particularly say banking industry and insurance industries, it is called KRES, key responsibility areas. Both are same, key performance indicators or KPIs or KRAs. They are going to be defined, because at the end of the financial year, for having a systematic unbiased performance appraisal, there should be a standard set at the beginning of the role itself, beginning of the financial year, or when somebody joins at the on the day of joining itself, they are to be defined. Then only at a later date a proper effective evaluation can happen. This is all about job description. From the examination point of view, please take note of the 5 important salient features: job title and summary, duties and responsibilities, reporting relationships, work environment, and performance standards. Now, the last topic in this particular video session is job specification. A job specification focuses on the qualifications and skills required for a job role. Just now we have understood the job description, wherein we spoke of the job title, the summary, the roles and responsibilities, and the performance standards expected, like that. For that, there should be a matching requirement from the candidate, because everybody is not expected to fulfill all the requirements of a job description. So in this way, the job specification is equally important. From the examination point of view, just like that was done for job description, we are now discussing 5 salient features or important features. They are: one is educational qualifications, second, experience, third, skills and competencies, fourth, personal attributes, fifth, physical requirements. So what are the educational qualifications that are required? They have to be defined first. Experience, if at all experience is required in a particular company for a particular job, how many years, in what role or what job, that is to be specifically be mentioned. Skills and competencies means not only the educational qualification, technical skills, technical qualifications. That means some certifications or diploma courses, they are also, if they are required, they are to be defined. In addition to this, for certain higher level jobs, personal attributes are very, very important, like the communication skills, the leadership skills, etc. Of course, these are also could be tested through interview, and also there are certain standard tests for them also, like thematic apperception test, like that. It is they are all going to test personality traits. In the over and above, the physical requirements, like something like for some security guards, some physical requirements also will be defined. In this way, these are the important features of the job specification. From the examination point of view, normally we are expecting a short question, short notes question. Therefore, this much discussion is enough. And in the examination, it is always better to write point wise, both for this job description and job specification. In this way, we have understood the concept of job analysis, objectives of job analysis, importance of job analysis, followed by methods of job analysis. We have discussed 2 methods of job analysis, which are very, very important from the examination point of view, because 20 marks question is expected. And also we have seen this job description and job specification. Thanks for watching. We shall meet in our next video presentation, wherein we will discuss similarly the important questions and answers relating to Unit 6. I request all the viewers to subscribe to the channel and also give the feedback in the comment section for better content and content delivery way forward. Once again, thank you, one and all.